Stealing is bad.
I hate that we even have to say that.
Yeah, so we wanted to make this video because we heard a lot of horror stories at Fundays this year.
Yes, a lot.
Now, we're not talking about the Funko Pops that were inside the boxes of fun, or the event, or even where Fluffy was getting booed. By the way, we found out why he was getting booed.
Yes, thank goodness. So I guess either the person was just trying to rile people up, or they didn't hear what was going on.
Basically, there was a joke being made about Fluffy being the chef in 2023 at Fundays, and he made the chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, or he was the reason for it, or
he's
something.
the reason for it, so it was something like that. But anyway, it was a joke, and so people were clapping, laughing, and then there were some people booing, obviously, because the chicken sandwiches were horrible. So horrible that they made an NFT of a chicken sandwich for April Fools. By the way, if you're wondering about Fritzy, thank you, everybody, for hashtag last night.
Except that one guy.
Some people, oh, I forgot about that. Well, anyway, first off, I want to say thank you so much for leaving all the love. Our little kitty cat is bloodied. He's a mess right now. I feel so bad for him. He's currently wearing a tire around his neck. And
well, no, he's wearing a soft cone.
He's wearing a soft cone, so he's doing well. But there was somebody who decided to leave a comment. I never read bad comments here because I don't like to, I don't know, share that stuff and like make the video negative. I mean, the video is going to be sort of negative because there was a lot of stealing happening at Fundays, but this person left this comment and I cannot believe they even did this. I'm going to put the comment on the screen because you have to see this.
Hashtag F that cat.
Can you believe that somebody would say that? I couldn't even believe.
Well,
that somebody would have the nerve to do that. Even, I know people on the internet are horrible people. And knowing that this cat is in severe pain, having such a hard time, to be that way toward an animal is so unbelievable. I can't believe it. So I'm putting the comment here. You can go and leave your thumbs down on his comment because I think we all should at this point. This person is just so, what's the word I need here, Heather? What's a good word for this?
Disgusting.
They're so disgusting. And
horrible.
So, yeah, they have no heart. They're heartless. That's the word I was looking for. They are heartless.
Well, he commented on a video from a while ago and he said, "This channel is ridiculous." And I don't know if that was like mean or what, but like if you're gonna say it's ridiculous and basically like put us down, which I mean we are pretty ridiculous, but why even come back?
I have no idea.
Why say something about the cat? Like that to me screams serial killer, and it's really gross. Like even if you're like a dog person and not a cat person, like I can't imagine ever being mean to an animal.
This is one foul-mouthed piece of
Hey.
All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about stealing at Fundays. Now, I kind of want to go back in time for a second because I want to talk about our own experience with somebody stealing. And no, it wasn't a Funko Pop and no, it wasn't a Proto, but we had our MISCHIEF Toys booth set up in 2022 for the very first time at New York Comic Con, and we were really excited. We were really excited, and we have such a great fan base that I would never suspect or expect somebody to steal from us. Now, I know going into it or listening to me say that is ridiculous, but I mean, really, I feel like all of our fans are really gracious, really good people, and are always there for us when we need it. So to know that somebody at New York Comic Con approaches our table and steals from us is crazy. But somebody basically walked up and they did the old swap-a-roo. They stole a pin from us. Now, I know that's not a lot.
No, but it
was
still
garbage.
It's, first of all, that's very low. Second of all, like, it felt very just gross. Like, it felt violating. And I watched him do it. He basically had stuff in his hand and gently did, like, one of these guys and, like, picked it up, trying to make sure we didn't notice. And you even confronted him. You were like, "Did you steal something from us?" And he was like,
well, I said, "Did you take..."
No.
I said, "Did you pick up a pin?"
Yeah.
I didn't ask him if he stole.
Well, no, but you did without actually coming out and accusing him.
But then he ended up buying a pin anyway.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well,
it's like he felt bad, but not...
Well, he didn't want to be caught. Because if we were like, "You actually stole and I see that you stole," then I go and tell New York Comic Con and they boot his ass out. That would have changed the whole game. We really should have, but I wasn't entirely sure. And with those big glasses, I don't know if I trust your sight. You know what I mean?
That means that it's extra good because I have the big glasses correcting it.
I don't know about that.
There was another time where we shipped something to somebody and they claimed that they never got it, which they did because they had posted on their Instagram account how much it was. And
oh my God, so we had somebody trying to steal from us on Instagram.
They contacted us on Instagram and they said, hey, I didn't get this. And then I went to their page and they got it. We made a whole video on it, remember?
I do remember.
And then there was another time when we were out traveling and you accidentally, I think you left the car door unlocked. On accident. Like, I remember we locked it, but then you had to run back and get something.
Is this where we thought somebody got in the car?
So they did for sure. I know for a fact that they did. Chris, still to this day,
they didn't steal anything. There was nothing missing.
It was so weird. So they got into the car. I think they were looking for loose change.
You know what I think happened?
What?
I think that the little glove compartment just fell open.
That has never happened any other time. But stuff had been gone through. And remember, there was stuff that was coming out of the center console.
Yeah, but this isn't even the conversation. This isn't even the conversation.
It is. And let me tell you why. Because even if they didn't take your sunglasses or like we didn't have anything of value in that glove box.
Or my nudie mags.
It felt so violating and so gross. So I can't imagine someone stealing something from me that, you know, it may have been a lot of those people's first Fundays, first of all. So that's something to remember it by. And also, prototypes go for a decent amount of money.
Of course, that's why it was stolen.
So, well, yeah, but like the fact that we got nothing stolen that one time, but someone that we didn't know was just in our vehicle rooting through it made me feel so horrible. Then we had someone try to pull one over on us like we're idiots. And then another person that stole just a pin. Like, I can't imagine how the people at Fundays felt when there were hundreds of people around them. Nobody saw it, and they got something stolen from them.
So I'd be silly to think that this has never happened before, but I do not remember it happening on this level where I'm hearing so much about it, where people are having their stuff stolen. So last night, we actually read a comment from a viewer of this channel pleading for help. Hey, can you help me find my Geral from Witcher Proto?
Well, it was more like keep your eyes out.
Basically, yeah. Like, keep your eyes out. And he was talking to the community. So I wanted to help this person, and somebody had shared a picture from one of those auction websites. And they shared it with me, and I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, this might be it, right? So I shared that with the viewer. And the viewer was like, oh my God, that's the one. That's mine. The same one showed up in a Proto group on Facebook. Now, here's the problem. I was going to actually reach out to the person selling it on Facebook. I was going to be like, look, there's a guy on the channel who is saying that this could possibly be his. Is it possible? I was going to start it off by like, did you think you maybe found this? Like, was there some sort of mix up? Because they were asking for a considerable amount of money for this thing. But I didn't want to do that. And it was mainly because of what you were saying and some of our friends in our group chat was saying. They could be giving out a bunch of these Geral, which are
they gave out multiple different prototypes. Yes. So my friend actually had something stolen.
Your friend stealing?
No! My friend had something stolen from him, but he knew for a fact that they gave out multiples of that same exact prototype. He was basically like, you know, you have to be very careful in accusing people because they may not have stolen it. And you don't want to ruin somebody's name or make them feel accused when they genuinely just received it. Like, can you imagine being at Fundays and someone got the same proto as you stolen, but like you got that handed to you by Funko and someone's like, you stole that from me?
You should be able to ask the question, especially if the person was at the event, right? And they got the same exact thing, or possibly the one. Because at this point, we really don't know if that's the one or not. We don't. We have no idea.
But if someone steals something, what makes you think they're going to be honest and say, oh yeah, I stole it?
I'm not saying they're going to be honest, but there's a possibility that that person feels deep down inside like, holy crap, I did this. I got a story like that. I got a story like that.
No.
3rd grade, Miss Russell. Very good teacher. She looked like Ricky Lake. That's a good thing, I think. Ricky Lake was very popular at the time, so I think it worked out for her. She had a bowl cut.
Continue your story.
I don't think she should have had that bowl cut. That was a bad move. It looked like her kid maybe did the bowl cut. Okay, sorry. So there was a kid in class. He made a little boat out of like... This is going to get crazy. Okay. He made a little boat. And it was like out of like sticks. And he, did I ever tell you this story?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever told this story to anybody because it's so embarrassing. So we tied the little boat together with like string from his house because it was a project where he had to build a little boat. Well, I didn't build a little boat. So when I got to class, his boat looked pretty good. And I thought, wow, my G.I. Joes would look really good on that. Like, it's looking good. So I grabbed the little boat. I snuck away with it. I shoved it in my little backpack. And I ran back into class. I sat down. Now, it was time to show off. It was a boat show now. It was time for the boats. And Ricky Lake she was putting on a show. And they were all walking around, parading around the boat. Well, I saw this kid, and guess what happened?
He didn't have his boat.
He's looking around, opening the backpack, lunchbox. He's looking in there too. And you remember he had the little alcove or whatever that little thing was in here? Looking in there too. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm over there doing one of these. I was really sweating. It was a rough time. It was stressful. At what, 7 years old? It was 7 when you were 9? 8?
7 in second grade?
Third grade?
Third grade? 8, 9.
Okay, so I'm very stressed. And the teacher was like, okay, who took, let's say his name's Matt, who took Maddie's little boat? And I'm like, oh shit. Like, what am I going to do? How am I going to get out of this jam? And I've kept looking down the hallway like maybe I can make the bathroom and I can let this whole thing just kind of blow over. And she goes, here's what changed it. Maddie spent a lot of time with his dad building this. Or somebody here stealing, a thief? Is that what's happening here? And I was like, and I was still patting my little head off. I ran over to my bag. I pulled the boat out. They broke me. And I walked over and I handed off the boat. And I can't tell you the looks I was getting. They never looked at me the same again. The next year I left and went to a different school. Good. You should have. I couldn't handle it. It was too much. So anyway, that's my boat story. But that's my point, is that if somebody would say, hey, I had this, is it possible that it's mine? It might break them too. You never know. I mean, they don't have a class of 30 kids staring at them and Ricky Lake. Okay, first of all, I did not realize that I married a thief. An actual criminal. It was third grade and Chris, I was like 8. It doesn't matter. I was like 8. And again, your justification, I was like 8. But I gave the boat back. He got the boat back. These are adults who know better. Like, that's True. The thing. I mean, an 8-year-old should know better, but it's not your fault if you were stupid. I wasn't stupid, per se. I made a stupid decision. You were a thief. What else have you stolen? You're a thief also. You stole my heart. I thought you were bringing up the chicken. What chicken? The chicken I accidentally stole from KFC. I've told you this story. Oh, I forgot about that. Heather stole KFC chicken. All right, so my point in this whole thing is, okay, stealing's bad. We know that. That's how I opened this video. But the fact that we're in this community, and not everybody in the community is fantastic, right? You have some bad eggs. Right, you got some bad eggs in the community. Yeah. But when you're paying that kind of money to go to an event, maybe some people, it's like the last couple dollars that they had to go to the event. Not all of us make good decisions as collectors, but it might have been such a huge deal for them. And they're like, oh my God, I'm here. I finally made it. I paid I walked here from Toronto and I'm finally here and it's Fundays. And then at the end of the night, your Proto's gone. And apparently a Blue Ranger's gone too. So 2 things were taken. Well, no, multiple prototypes were missing. Well, no, I know. I'm talking about this person, this one particular person. Oh, one person had all that. Yeah, one person lost the Geral and a Blue Ranger. And us as a community, I mean, come on. We should be calling this stuff out. This is ridiculous. People shouldn't be stealing from other people. See something, say something. If you're seeing that somebody's stealing something from another collector, how garbage and trash is that? I mean, if I've ever said trash before with more conviction, this is trash to do something like that. I think it's just so horrible. I can't believe it. I feel so bad for that person, which is the only reason why I would have possibly went and asked that person, did you like somehow end up, I wanted to do it so bad. I had a hard time sleeping last night over this because I really wanted to help them and get their stuff back for them. But I don't know where the line's drawn. But I also don't feel like that would change anything. I think, it could make an innocent person feel guilty even if they're not. Additionally, I don't feel like someone who is an adult, if you ask them, did you take this? Could you have found it? Like, I don't think they would fess up. Like, I think that at that point in your life, like, you just don't care. And you're just like, well, I'll do whatever I want because I can. But my friend sent me, I don't know,
it looks to be a status. It doesn't look like it was posted in a Facebook group.
Okay.
And the reason being is next to their name, it doesn't say like
The group that they're
this
in.
group name.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. They say, I first want to say thank you to anyone who spoke to the Funko crew about my issue. They found me last night and made sure I had fun. This was my first official Fun Days where I was not a pack mule for someone else.
Oh.
Espeon was one of my original pools. My Miss Marvel was stolen. I think they're talking about Protos.
Prototypes, okay.
Fanatic gods of the universe looked out, and I will say this Dobby is a significant come up. So I guess Funko gave them a Dobby.
Wow.
To the person/scum who stole my soda, word will spread, and I hope karma finds you. Thanks to all who heard me out. Like, oh, I guess it is in a group.
Okay.
Maybe it's a comment? I don't know. Thanks to all who heard me out, like Savage Pops and Top Pops and some people from this group. You guys make this enjoyable. I will say I cried like a big baby in the end, tears of joy. P.S. I am willing to trade Espeon for an anime Proto, no sodas please. Dobby has his forever home. So I guess Espeon, they got it, and then they got a Miss Marvel, and that was stolen.
Oh, man, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I saw somebody with a Miss Marvel, so there must be, and this was a legitimate person, so there must be multiple Miss Marvels.
There were multiple different of a lot of the Protos.
Well, so there's a lot of other things that could happen. People could leave stuff back on, like, the table behind. You know what I mean? Like, a lot can happen at Fun Days. I'm not saying that people would forget like these brand new grails that they obtained, but I'm just saying there is a chance of that kind of stuff happening, and then like scavengers coming behind them and picking stuff up. That also can happen. Like, accidents do happen that way, but I would hope that if somebody found it on the table, they would try to find the owner, because the Funko community is a very tight-knit community. And I feel like, I don't know, if you said, I'm at this table on this night, I found this, then you would be able to find its home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course you could. So the crappy thing is, my friend who got something stolen, it was in their bag, in their box of fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
somebody
it was
actually went in there. Yeah, somebody went in there.
Yes.
Little rat.
Yeah.
Filthy, dirty little rat. I can't believe people. I just cannot believe that. Man, I'd be so angry
I would
if that
be
happened
too.
to me. I wish we could help more people in this. I wish there was something that we could do, like develop a task force, Heather, detectives, and you know what it'd be called? Listen to this: Boat Guy Incorporated. Because I know what it's like to steal.
You can't make a joke out of this. Come on.
No, I'm saying for me. I'm like, I was the thief, but now I'm on the other side. See, that's a good reality television show. At one point in time, I stole handmade little twig boats. But I learned my lesson, and now I'm fighting for the real people. Okay? That's the promo. That's what it says. But it's in a better voice. It will be said by Peter Cullen, who plays Optimus Prime. The real people. That didn't sound good. But it would be something like that. We're going to sit here in silence now? Or?
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So I don't know if you saw it or not, and I'm going to try to find it. I think maybe Funmaker Mike had posted it, if I recall correctly, but I could be... Yes, okay. If you want to pull up Mike's page, we can share it here.
Hey, it's your pal Funmaker Mike, and this is Roman. Now, we have a bit of a sad story. His lanyard got swiped a couple of years ago at Hall H, and he was going to redeem his Hall H to give your pop, am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, his lanyard.
Hall H box to give
And what were you hoping to get in there? Like,
I
we're hoping to get
believe it
that
was-
Peter Pan, I think. Or no, wait, what was it? It was a Freddy Hall H.
Yeah. The first time in the bag. Yeah.
I think I might have one. Hang on. Oh, wait, I don't.
No.
But I have this.
Oh,
This is the thing we're
yeah.
trying to get. What do you think, buddy? There you go. So it all had a happy ending, folks.
And who doesn't like a happy ending, Heather? I mean, that's the real question.
You have to turn something sweet into that.
What are you talking about? A happy ending? Who doesn't like a happy ending?
I know what you're doing, and so do they.
They don't know what I'm doing.
Boat Guy Incorporated.
Hey, that would hold up in court. If we had to take a case to court, All rise for Boat Guy Incorporated.
That's the judge.
Oh, well, I'm a judge now too. I've become the judge.
Oh goodness, yeah. I'm gonna judge you. But
so the point is, it's not good. It's not good to steal.
No.
And the community needs to band together and kick these a-holes out of here.
Yeah, for some reason I thought that was Fun Days. We watched it here on the channel the other day. I think the day it was posted or the day after. But it was his lanyard from Hall H that I guess you could redeem for...
Redeem stuff, yeah.
Yeah, for some sort of box.
I hate it. I hate hearing stories like this. It's such trash, horrible, and I just can't believe we're seeing this in the Funko community. But then again, I can, because it happens in every community, and also there are there are going to be crappy people in every community you got.
Yeah,
that's just
it makes
unfortunate.
me wonder: was it like one or two people, or was it like all different people?
When I think Fun Days, I just think people are having a great time. Everybody walks out with their boxes. They're so excited and amped up, and now they're going back to their hotel room to bounce off the walls to get all the energy out. I don't think about like people wondering where their stuff went and who stole my things.
Yeah.
Like that just isn't what I think about or hear when I think Fun Days. And I hate that. And I think it's horrible. And if you did this, you should be ashamed of yourself just as much as that guy who told us, F your cat. I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
what a piece of garbage. We're talking about all this garbage here. I don't like being negative anymore. I'm trying to be more positive on this channel. And all these people come out of the woodwork being negative, doing negative and making me negative AF. And I don't like it.
Same. We
want to know what you think about all this. I mean, it's multiple stories. I know we only told a couple in terms of like what happened at Fun Days, but overall, what is happening outside? It sounds like a bear out there growling or fighting.
It might be Fritz trying to escape his cone again. I don't know.
Oh my God, it's crazy. I saw Fritz right there next to the door banging against the door here a minute ago, but he rolled out.
Oh, he's laying down right there.
Yeah, he's looking good. He's got his little cone on and everything. He's rocking and rolling. But we want to know what you think about all this. I mean, obviously you're going to agree with us unless you're also trash, but people shouldn't steal from other people. And if you see something pop up that looks a little fishy in terms of what we talked about with the Geral Funko Pop from Witcher, reach out to us and let us know. I really think the person who was trying to sell it, I feel like there's something weird there, but I can't say that for certain, so it's allegedly. I really hope this guy finds his piece. So buddy, we hope you find it very, very soon, and we hope that this channel helps in some way.
And another thing is, if you're at an event, I know that Fun Days is so much fun and you're trying to like see everything that's going on, but like stay vigilant, and if you see something, I know it sounds cliche, but say something.
I said that in this video.
Yeah. But like, no, but I mean like while you're there, like if I watch someone steal something, I'd be like, what the f***'s wrong
this
with
person,
you?
when that fluffy joke was going on, and it was or booing, this little guy was running around the little table.
Yeah.
He had you ever hear on Chucky, like the
footsteps?
That's what he sounded like, but you couldn't hear it because everybody's yelling.
Booing.
Yeah. Booing and pooing. They were booing, but this is 100% pooing. Mm-hmm. We want to know your thoughts and more in the comment section down below. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Tino Maldonado, Joshua G, Michael Petrino, Joseph Mayfield, Brian, Fanatic Cat, Greg F, Ryan Thomas, David Jones, and Brian Barrick. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons. You guys are awesome. And in every single video, we like to thank you so much, because without you, we wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that we do here. Make sure you join up on patreon.com/Gastlecast if you love to support this channel. Every single month we go live with our patrons. We hang out, we have a good time, we do giveaways, and we show you upcoming Mischief Toys stuff. We have a brand new Mischief Toys figure coming up very, very soon, so be on the lookout during our next live, which will be this upcoming Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be going live, we'll be showing off a promo, we'll be showing off the figure, and getting you amped up for the drop next week, my friends. So make sure you tune in for that Sunday live. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell. That way you'll know anytime we go live or post brand new content. Once you hit that little bell, you're gonna know when we go live on Sunday. You won't be able to miss it. So make sure you come back, hang out with us, and we can just have a real good time. All right, that's all we've got for you in this video. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you staying until the end. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.